Hello and a happy opening day to you and yours. For those of us in Colorado, today is opening day. For the Rockies, start their first game of the year. And of course, it's a very difficult and sad day because we know what's coming this season for the Rockies. Maybe a historically bad season. So while we're sad on that side of the spectrum, on the other side, we're very joyful because we're about to enter upon the joyful month of Nisan. Nisan is the month of Hischadshus, the month of renewal, the month of Geula, of redemption. And in fact, this week, the Shabbos, it's called Parshas HaChodesh. We read a very special maftir at the end that we always read every year before Rosh Chodesh Nisan. And it's a very special time. What is it all about? Why do we do this? Why do we read a section of the Torah every year at this time, invoking how Nisan is the Rosh Chodesh, it's the mother of all Rosh Chodeshes, it's the first biblical month. It's a very exciting time. What is it all about? The Shabbat Shalom describes very beautifully that this is a very special time. This is a very special month. And Rosh Chodesh is a very special concept. Because, in fact, Rashi comments in Bereshis that Rosh Chodesh was the first mitzvah given to the Jewish people, which we'd wonder why. What is so unique and special about it? And he answers that our focus on the lunar calendar, on the moon, is very instructive to our philosophy as a people, of who we are. What does that mean? So the Shabbat Shalom describes how the moon is constantly in flux, it's constantly changing. Sometimes when it's a new moon, it's completely dark, completely blackout. And then slowly, the moon reinvigorates and it grows brighter and bigger and stronger. And he describes in our lives as well, many times we go through periods of darkness. We go through periods of constriction, periods of cloudiness where things look bleak and dark. But like the moon, we're compared to the moon, like the moon, we know that we can constantly renew ourselves. We can constantly grow brighter and stronger. We can get out of any dark place in which we find ourselves. That perhaps is one reason we're so focused on the moon, to remind ourselves that we fluctuate. And there's always the concept of hischadshus, of renewal. We can always renew ourselves. Every day we can renew ourselves. And specifically in Chodesh Nisan, in the month of Nisan, is the time to renew ourselves. Why is that? Because as Chazal tell us, as the rabbis tell us, in Nisan we were one time redeemed. And in Nisan in the future we will also be redeemed. In Nisan, we at one point were enslaved, and in that same Nisan, we emerged prosperous and free. And so too in the future, we will go from being in this dark exile to free people as well. That redemption, it's a time of redemption, a time of Geula. And what a powerful idea to consider given the time that we are in right now. Of course, we feel the pain, we feel darkness collectively as a people. And as individuals too, a lot of us are going through stuff. And we have to remember, first of all, that no matter how dark it feels, like the moon, we can have hischadshus at any moment. Any moment in time, we can constantly emerge whole, brighter, more filled with light. We're not stuck in this dark place forever. That's what the moon teaches us. And as a nation, of course, things are very challenging. We still have hostages enslaved in Gaza. We see in Israel there's tremendous division, machlokes, fighting. It's very difficult times. Anti-Semitism on college campuses. It's still happening. It's still going on. Rallies across the world against us. It's a dark time. And we might feel despondent, God forbid. But Parshas HaChodesh teaches us this concept of renewal. In a moment, in an instant, keherify, everything can change. That we are going to get brighter days. It is going to get lighter. And that may as well start happening right now. And it can and will happen right now. So please God, as Chodesh Nisan was a joyful month for us in the past when we emerged from servitude to free, so too for our hostages, they should be redeemed this month of Geula, of redemption, of freedom. They should be free too, please God, by the Passover Seder. And we as an entire nation should also experience a Geula Shlema, from Galus, from exile, to redemption in Yerushalayim, in our Kodesh Meher V'Yameinu. Have a beautiful Shabbos and a beautiful Chodesh Nisan.